Today we're going to change the battery on this Goal Zero Yeti 400. The problem with it is the battery's no longer holding a reliable charge. To get to the battery compartment, we just need to remove these 4 bolts that use a hex key or Allen wrench that would look like this. It's a 4mm, so we're just going to loosen and remove those now. Sorry for the shaky camera work. Trying to do this by myself. That's it. Last one is out. Here's those 4. My hex key. Now we should just be able to lift right off. Wow, super easy. So now inside you can see the top of the battery. This blue rectangle is the top of the battery. We've got our connections on both sides. That handy 4mm hex key again will loosen either of those. I like to start with the negative terminals whenever I'm removing a battery, so we'll start over here. We'll just loosen that guy up. Okay, those are off. Remove this other side. Now the battery has a hold down bracket with 2 additional Allen or hex key bolts. And then we can lift the whole thing off, put it aside, and now we could essentially just pull this battery out, and it even has a little handle here. So I'm going to see if I can do this while I'm recording. Well, it's actually kind of heavy for a small battery. You can see the specs on it. It says that it is 12-volt battery, 33 amp hours. So here we have our new battery on the left and the old battery on the right. They're side by side. They are as close to the same dimensions as I could imagine. Even the height of the battery and the style of the battery terminal lugs is the same. They've got a different bolt here, so we'll look and see if our Allen style one will thread in here. If not, we'll use what was provided. It's got a similar style handle, and I will show you. The only difference that is worth mentioning is that this is a 35 amp hour capacity where the original battery was 33. It's a 12-volt battery. It's AGM, so it is, form factor and battery type are the same. It's a Deep Cycle. The battery is made in Vietnam. I'll show a picture of the packaging, the way that it came in the box. It was packed super well. It was actually laying on its side with lots of styrofoam, and then it's double boxed. So I've taken a little painter's masking tape just to pull my wires back out of the way. Since I'm doing this myself, I don't want to get tangled and pull any wires down when I'm dropping the battery in. So I'll try and keep this as steady as possible. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to put the camera down and make sure that this is seated in there evenly and straight and nothing got pinched. And then we'll reconnect the wires, starting with the positive side, finishing with the negative side. So far I'm pleased with the fit. This battery seems to be a perfect match for this replacement, and I think that's, aside from the specs matching and it being a 12-volt AGM battery, you know, the fit is critical. So I'll leave a link in the description for this battery. One of the things that occurred to me is, you know, I don't know if Goal Zero is still selling this Yeti 400 AGM. As I put this hold down bracket back in place, they may be, I don't know, or you may be able to still get it at retail at some places, but there may be people that bought these and it sat on the shelf and never got used, and you know, you might be able to pick one of these up used, you know, on the market for a bargain, because somebody's battery has gone dead, and with, you know, just a little bit of elbow grease and this replacement battery, you could bring that thing back to life. So that's something to look around and check and see if you can find one, because this is not a bad platform if you can just pop a new battery in it. So don't have to go terribly tight. It's a snug fit already, but this will just keep it from going anywhere. Yeah, it's awesome. Alright, so now let's get this tape out of the way, and we can rearrange our wires. And I did check, and these hex key bolts that were on the original do fit, so we'll use those because they're nice and low profile. You just want to make sure you get this started without cross threading. So I'll just do that with my thumb finger. Once we get that a little closer, we'll cinch it down. Make sure we can kind of tuck this stuff out of the way good. It's not pulling anything. I don't remember exactly how these were configured, but this seems to fit, and everything should clear. That is nice and snug. Okay, before we button it back up, let's just see if we've got power. We do, and it looks like we've got a full charge. So let's button it up, and then we will do one last step. Alright, let's put our lid back on. Okay. It is a tight fit, but what we'll do is we'll get these guys, these Allen head bolts started, hex keys, whatever you want to call them, and then we'll work and go diagonal and get that one in the back. That's a wrap. I'm just going to let it top off now, and then we'll reset the software by holding this display button for a minute. I hope this helps you with some detail on a good battery match if you're looking to replace your battery in your Yeti 400. Please like and subscribe, leave comments if they're helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.